The human mind is a little bit like a monkey. Monkeys are very curious beings. Restless, yes, but curious. They grasp everything. They're always trying to hold on to something and have a really hard time letting go. I have heard a parable that shows this very well and how it relates to the human mind. There was a Zen master just sitting in Shikantaza, just outside of his zendo, silently sitting. And there was a great deal of peaceful energy around him. The Zen master he lived in the mountains, and there were many monkeys close to his monastery. These monkeys used to come close, but they never came too close because they didn't want to be peaceful. They thought that being silent, quiet, still, peaceful was against their nature and that it would harm them, that it would do more harm than good. For a monkey to see someone sitting still, not just for a minute, but for a long time, it's just unfathomable. It's like an anomaly in a restless world. It's an alien concept. So one day, one of the monkeys, he was a rebel. He ventured himself a little bit too close to the Zen master. He probably hadn't heard the memo from the other monkeys that this was a no-go zone. It was a danger zone. So he went there because, after all, monkeys are curious. And he was very, very intrigued by the whole thing, sitting quietly, not doing anything. What's this? What's this craziness? Gradually, his curiosity drew him closer to the Zen master. And the nearer he got, the more he felt a profound calmness, a sense of quietness all around himself and within himself. The monkey, he almost couldn't believe it. It was a surreal experience for him. And he kind of liked it, to be honest. So he started going there every day to sit very close to the master. It seemed like when he was by himself, the monkey couldn't do it. But with the master, he just felt peaceful and quiet. And he liked it. So one day, he asked the Zen master, what is it that you do that calms the very air around ourselves, that this environment becomes just quiet? What are you doing to achieve this peace? Nothing. I just let go of trying to do anything. I simply surrender. It's not like a doing, but a great undoing. It's about being present, about letting go of the relentless chase and just resting in this present moment. That's what the Zen master explained. But the monkey, of course, he couldn't understand. I don't understand, the monkey said. How is it even possible? If this required massive effort, if you had asked me to swing from the highest branch, I could do it with my eyes closed. If you had asked me to construct a tower that reaches the sun, I would build it myself. If you dared me to outsmart all the other animals, those even much bigger than myself, I would be victorious. I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm capable. I'm the king of the monkeys. But this being present, this letting go, this is beyond me. The human mind is like this monkey. It can find a way to harness the power of the sun. It can outsmart all the other animals and so on. Yet it just struggles to let go, to release the grasp, because the mind is itself clingingness. It cannot let go because it thrives on holding, on grasping, and it needs more and more and more to continue. That is why surrender is so important. Without letting go, without surrendering, you cannot go beyond the mind. You cannot go beyond your current limitations. A limitation can never outgrow itself into limitlessness. It is the unlimited that pulls you from the delusion of being limited. Surrender achieves this. No matter how finely tuned your practices and approaches are, no matter how high your understanding is, no matter how accurate your view is, without surrender, it's like trying to sail without the wind. The perfect sailboat will not allow you to journey across the spiritual sea without the wind. Now, the Zen master of our parable was compassionate. So to teach the monkey about letting go, he went to get a wooden box that had a very narrow opening, and he placed it before the monkey. There's a banana inside. Go and take it out. That's what he said. And so the monkey, he just put his hand inside of the box He grasped at the banana and then he tried to pull it out. But as he was trying to pull it out, the banana, it couldn't fit through the narrow opening. And he struggled. He tried to put it back forward and it just didn't work. The banana just remained stuck. And the monkey got really frustrated. So the Zen master said, you had to employ effort to put your hand inside of the box. And you had to employ effort to grab the banana. But there is something missing. That effort alone isn't enough. Sometimes you have to let go. After hearing these words, the monkey, seemingly against his inherent restless monkeyhood, finally decided to let go of trying so hard. He relaxed his fist, straightened his fingers gently around the banana, and to his surprise, he found out that he could just pull it out. Just like he had easily entered the box with his hand in the beginning, he could just easily take it out without needing to grip it so tightly. In the same way, when you plunge into your non-dual practice, you may need to apply effort in the beginning. That definitely required. But at some point, surrender comes into play. At some point, you'll need to let go. You'll need to drop, and you'll need to rest as awareness without trying to hold on to it. Of course, surrender comes in many degrees, and it is present in every stage of your spiritual journey, whether you are just beginning or whether you have achieved greater heights. But don't expect to have perfect surrender, to be perfectly capable of letting go all the time. There will be times where you don't even know you're holding on to something, that you're grasping something. How could you let go? In other instances, surrender just happens. Like you don't even know why, but wow, just smooth sailing, it seems, today. For example, you may have had a belief in a certain identity, a certain I, that eventually you recognize as being illusory. Having this revelation required a degree of surrender, letting go of those misconceptions, to recognize that I was in fact pointing to awareness. Now, as you dwell in the state of presence, various elements like suppressed emotions, lingering fears, unresolved issues, or any kind of that stuff may come to the surface, and you can witness it. You can allow them to express themselves and release. Clarity and surrender are required for this. Surrendering is letting go of resistance. It is becoming a valley ready to be filled with grace, with love, with wisdom. It is not fighting with what life brings you in each and every moment. It is not a passive resignation, but a cessation of resistance. To find a new dimension of life, you have to let go of the old rusty one. Imagine you're standing on a long checkout line at the store. The cashier is having a tough day and he's struggling with the register for some reason. You have so much stuff to do and the day is slipping away. You're growing very impatient. You're actually getting a little bit irritated. The store is noisy, children are crying. What a mess. What was supposed to be a quick stop is turning into a test of patience. And it's your birthday. No one in the store knows it, but it's your birthday. How could the cashier waste so much of your precious time? There's so much resistance going on. 10 minutes later, it's finally your turn. And well, it wasn't so much time after all. As you approach the cashier, and you're still feeling a little bit annoyed and kind of angry, he apologizes and he says that it's his birthday and he's having to cover an extra shift. Suddenly, it hits you. The ridiculousness of your anger over a simple 10-minute wait was completely blown out of proportion. And it was in a place where you went to get all these nice things for your birthday party. Just like that, you let go. There's a shift and you simply drop the weight, the resistance, and you find yourself present and actually appreciative of the moment. Your whole demeanor changed just like that. You extend your kindness to the cashier, hoping his day has moments of joy despite the challenges. And your words were very sincere and kind of made his day. In this situation, life led you to surrender. On the spiritual path, you'll learn how to consciously let go. You will use it as a tool to achieve more depth and let go of that which holds you back. Without a proper way to process and let go of afflictive emotions, sticky impressions, and so on, they accumulate and accumulate and can turn something very small into something huge, which makes it so much harder to let go. The approach has to be simple. When something triggers you, let go immediately. Delaying only makes it harder. Holding on to it, it's just not worth it. If you go through life getting caught up in every thought, every emotion, every story, it's such a heavy way to live. Surrender opens you up and creates an unwelcoming space that paves the way for deeper realizations, insights, transformations, experiences, and profound shifts. This openness is the key to deeper freedom. Let go of resistance to life and be free.